All right, Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rakaya from the GMS Orlando camp. And as you see from the title of this lesson, answer the call. All right, answer the call. And tonight's lesson, comes off the behest of, the recent events that have been unfolding this week. And the spiritual call to arms, that has happened, that's transpired this week as well. Through our elders and apostles and the different brethren, calling brothers to, ramp up in the spirit, man, to go harder. All right, because we're entering into these latter days. All right, we're in the cusp of prophecy right now, and through the spirit, man, the Lord is calling brothers to go harder, to max out in the spirit, and it's important for us to hopefully elect to answer this call, because the Lord is calling out. He's been calling out. All right, and the Lord is starting to call out more frequently now here in these latter days. Why is that? Because we coming into that appointed time, like it speaks about in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Answer the call. All right, let me get this real quick. And this is just a real brief lesson through the spirit, man. Lord wouldn't edify unto you elect. But it's a call going out right now. The Lord is calling out for his men to stand up, to rise for him, in these evil times. This is Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? All right, and this is the call. This is the call that the Lord has been calling. All right, the Lord is calling. He's demanding. He's starting to demand answers from his men, like it says in the book of Job, which we're gonna get here in a second. But the call has been made to ramp up, to do more, to max out. And you should be excited for these times, man, because that means that we right here at the edge. The Lord is causing us, to ramp up in the spirit because he's getting ready to move. These prophecies are getting ready to unfold. We're getting ready to enter into some uncharted territory. And these are the things that we've been praying for ultimately, man. We've been praying for the Lord to make an end of this place, to make an end of this society, to bring this place to a close. And it's all starting to happen, man. We're starting to see these end time prophecies play out. And through the spirit, the Lord has made another call to ramp it up, to go harder, to max out in the spirit, man. And this is what we were born for, man. This is what we were made for. We were made to do this work. We were born to do this work. We should be excited, man. This is truly an exciting time. Seeing the Lord work and move on our behalf, man. This is Psalms 94:16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? All right, and this is a question. The Lord asked a question. Who? Who? And the answer to that question, quite frankly, is you. It's us. Because the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and faith has been bestowed upon us. So we have to answer this call, man. It's up to us to answer this call. Let me get this last one, then I'm going to close it out. But it's been a spiritual call to arms, man. Hey, all hands on deck, spiritually. This is Job chapter 38 and verse 3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. All right, and right now the Lord is demanding an answer. All right, who's going to stand up for him against the workers of iniquity? Who's going to answer this spiritual call to arms? Who's going to max out? Who's going to withhold their talent in the napkin? Who's going to be that shining light? Who's going to be the one to stand up for the Lord in the midst of evil, against the workers of iniquity. Who? And through the Spirit, we want it to be us, man. You know? But everything is spiritual. You know, you have to look at everything spiritually. And there's a reason why the Lord placed the Spirit upon, you know, our elders, apostles, and different brethren, you know, to say max out in the Spirit, man. To push to go harder. Because we enter into these latter days, man. The Lord is getting ready to move on our behalf and move speedily. And we got to be ready. We got to be prepared. The flock has to be ready. The flock has to be prepared. And the only way that they're going to prepare, all right, is through the prophets, all right, prophesying. Bringing out the word, doing the work. And the only way that we are going to be prepared is by doing the work. By exercising the works of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, by exercising the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But through the Spirit, man, it's been a spiritual call to arms. Max out. These are the times we've been waiting for, man. We've been waiting for these things because that means the Lord is getting ready to move, man. There's another shift coming. There's another shift coming, and it's true. We're getting ready to transition from faith to faith. From the practice aspect of this truth to the game aspect. We're getting ready to transfer. And it's going to be a big transfer. And that's why the Lord is causing us to max out now. Because we need the experience. We need the experience that comes along with fighting this fight. With doing the work. Because as we fight this fight and do the work, we gain experience. We gain faith. We gain wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We gain season, you know, on how to move in these latter days, man. So I'm going to read these again. This is Job chapter 38, verse 3. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. And right now the Lord is starting to demand more of his men. More of a sacrifice. More works. More faith. More application of wisdom. More. The Lord is starting to demand more. Are you going to answer that call? You should. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. All right. One more time in Psalms. Psalms chapter 94 and verse 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? All right, the Lord asked the question, who is going to rise up for him? All right, who's going to answer the spiritual call to arm? There's a reason why the Spirit is on our elders and apostles and the different brethren, all right, to come out with the spirit of doing more, to push harder, all right, to max out. We're coming to that time. And more is being required of us. And good, because you're supposed to love to fight, man. You're supposed to love to fight, like the elder apostle Tahar says, man. And like the big bro in Virginia say, I love to fight, man. I love this fight. Because we understand that this fight is working toward our good. You know, and our character is being builded as a result. Our spirits are being builded as a result. You know, the flock is being builded as a result. But with that being said, that's all I had. You know, Lord wants to edify unto you elect. Answer the call. All right, right now the Lord is calling. All right, he's calling his men to do more. He's demanding of his men more. And it's supposed to be like this. Because this tells us that the Lord is getting ready to move. And he's preparing us now before he makes that transition. All right, he's getting us acquainted with our armor. Getting us acquainted with swinging our sword. Getting us acquainted with applying wisdom to our lives. getting us acquainted to having faith in him, trusting in him, waiting for that standard to be uplifted. All right, he's getting us acquainted to having more and more faith, exuding more faith in our daily walk. All right, he's getting us acquainted to the things that we need to overcome and endure in these latter days. So answer this spiritual call to arms. That being said, shalom, stay up.